Hello and welcome back to Witcher 3. We're going to go off and fight the crones. We have I've done a little bit of running around and doing side quests and whatnot. All those little, you know, level 4 quests and collected a bunch of stuff. You've seen me a lot going through the game with lots of points left to spend, because a lot of times it's because I didn't really have a plan. So I've kind of decided on how I'm going to proceed. So this game is built up of these little quadrants that you end up opening up. So we have things are more optimized when you have the different colors together and that they correspond with your mutagen. They have some mutagens that I think count as the same color, but for the most part, you're better off if they're set up like this. So we have 4 blocks, and my plan is to go essentially 2 red, 1 green, 1 blue. So half physical attack, half potions and decoctions, and then half powers. And it may turn out that I end up slipping in other things into those, and adjust the split between powers and our science and our alchemy. But that's kind of what I'm working towards. And as you can see, I have a couple of attack stuff already there. That doesn't mean I won't ever put something red into a green slot, or vice versa, but that's kind of my plan. So we'll have to figure out exactly what it means for our combat, but we'll be able to pick up at least 3 more powers that we'll have active at all times. Inside of our powers, we definitely use Quen a lot. So this is, if anything, we probably won't go over 3 Quen. I don't see us getting us all the way to here, which is the one I care about the most. So it may turn out that we have, 2 reds, a green, and then a blue mixed with something else. But in our alchemy, so we have our being able to use more potions, being able to use more decoctions, and then oil preparation. So we have been doing a good job of trying to always fight with oil, and so if we're going to do that, we might as well optimize that. So poison blades, or if we can just jump to the next one, protection against the monster type the oil targets. Oil has 33% more charges, like all about that. Yeah, so this path looks really good for that. So that's kind of where we'll be focusing on things. We've picked up so we still have a bunch of decoctions to make. Missing Stammelford's dust. That should be pretty easy to pick up to update our bombs. We don't really use bombs very much. Maybe that's something that we can work towards. Water Hag. There's a good chance we'll pick that up, I think, pretty soon. Damage level is increased when vitality is at its maximum. That would be a good one to have. Devourer's Blood. Haven't seen a Devourer yet, I don't think, but and then this is Arcus Venom. So let's look at our actual potions we have. So we're real good with super beasts. That may be maxed out. Hanged Venom, so versus people. Cursed things. Insectoids. vampires, elementa, necrophage, relic. Now we need to up our oh, we have specter as well. We need to up our ogrid. So we found ogrid. We need to up those for like knickers, up our draconid and our hybrids. So those we still need to find new ones for. But over here in our decoctions, let's see, can we sort these by So we have a Griffin decoction, which I haven't really looked into and see how it actually scales up. Noonwrath, don't think that's one we're going to be using much. Reflection, that could be okay if we're up against something that hits hard. Sign during cloudy weather, not really, don't really care about that. That's so specific. When a single hit drains more than a third of vitality, a Quen shield is activated, that could be good. Though hopefully we'll have enough vitality that this won't be useful. All alchemy creations can be used one additional time, that could be very good. Wyvern. Each blow landed increases attack power until the fight ends or damage other than from toxicity is taken. This is going to be great against bosses, I think. Each foe slain accelerates vitality regeneration for the duration of the battle. I think this is a great one. Geralt's maximum vitality is increased with each foe killed. This increase lasts until he meditates or fast travels. So I think this is going to be a bread and butter one. We're just going to get more and more health as we go along. Regenerates vitality during and outside of combat. So I think these two paired up would be really good. Wise above, increasing the intensity of a randomly selected sign at dusk and dawn. Lasts longer than can. Oh, this one lasts a whole long time. So I think actually having this on is a good thing. So I don't know. Alchemy creations can be used one additional time. Does that apply to decoctions? So if I do this, would I get 2 drinks of this? And can I have that going? Because if that lets me drink this twice, that's, almost an hour. But I would take 70. Toxicity out of 203. So I don't think we can quite get there yet. But I think we might be able to get there. So we just run around with those 3. Well, let's try 2 of those first and just see if that plan even works. Okay, so it does not apply to our decoctions. And that puts us to 69, but our toxicity is 140. Let's see. Our potion overdose threshold is at 75 to is at 85%. Okay. Well, So having this isn't bad even on its own. So let's head out to the bog. We will follow the trail of treats. So if you remember, this is like a place where they would send kids. Okay, he's stuck. Let's head out of town and we'll call Roach again. We're gonna go ahead and read the quest. So, information found in the home of Hendrik, the Nilfgaard agent, indicates Ciri had entered into a conflict with some witch in Velen. At first, Geralt thought this witch was Kira Metz, but he later learned that Hendrik had meant a different individual, one who dwelt in Crookback Bog. So the Witcher ventured into the swamps, determined to find this bog-dwelling witch and ask her about Ciri. Okay, and he's out.
Let's go.
So we're going off into the swamp. And see what the crones wanted with Ciri, or how they,
Oh, you're fucked. Go for the horse.
yeah, we don't care.
He's ours. Cunt's ours.
We are not on a road. Okay.
Go, go.
Okay. Looks like donuts. And cookies. With maggots. Ladies of the Woods. Let's go ahead and... We're in the swamp. Let's go ahead and put on our... necrophage. Okay, got a little talisman. So far the path has been really easy to follow. It's literally just on the path. Okay, got a boat up here on the right. We're gonna go check out what's next to it. Looks like there's a chest. Okay, I think here we are.
Doug went in the kitchen, stole a hunk of meat. Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet. Cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean.
Laughed and said, "How tasty, best sausage I have seen."
Cook's a stupid killer, shouldn't have ate the pup. Now we'll light a fire, gonna roast him up. 1, 2, 3, the one to fetch the kindlings. Thee!
Interesting rhyme.
A disturbing
Who are
rhyme.
you? Go away.
A young woman got lost in the swamp. She has ashen hair and a scar on her face. You kids see anyone like that?
Ain't no lassies here. What am I? You're no lassie. Lassie's got tits.
They do. Heard an old man say once, when the army was here, he says, "Hide them lasses in the woods. They's dazzling the soldiers with their tits. And it's torturing the poor lads." That's what he said.
Listen, the girl I'm looking for, she's in trouble. I understand you might not want to help me, but you could try to help her.
How you know she was here?
I heard she visited the witches in the swamp.
But there's no witches here.
There's only frogs. And snakes.
And Johnny.
What's this talk? What kind of jabbering is this, eh? No one allowed here. Just kids. My kids. They're allowed. But who are you, wearing swords like a bandit?
Okay.
You look after these kids?
They're my grandchildren.
Gran's good to us. Gonna be soup with scratchings for supper.
Kids get lost in the woods. I miss them. Seen them in the woods. No one has.
Are you one of the witches of the swamp? I hear Crookback Bog.
Which? Me? Nay, I've no broom nor owl and not one wart on me nose. Got a pretty nose, see?
Gran's got a lovely beak.
Oh, you darling girl. Oh, kids are so sweet.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny ate a cat. Come the more in some furry shat.
Watch your language. They tells tales and tales, naught but tales.
What's up with her hand?
Just talking to the kids. Asked them if they'd seen a young woman.
I was a lovely young woman. Wore a long, beautiful braid my mummy did up for me. Had dresses with flowers on 'em.
Maybe you've seen her. Young, ashen hair.
You're betrothed?
Daughter, actually.
Daughter? My dear, sweet little daughter. And her sister. Where are they now? Maybe they've come to some harm?
A bit of help, please? A young, ashen-haired woman. Just need to know if you've seen her.
What are you looking at, children? Wash your hands, we'll go catch crickets.
Don't want dirty
learn
hands to
anything
catch
from you.
crickets.
Aye,
Catch crickets.
because I don't know nothing.
That Johnny knows. He knows a lot. When I ask him something, he says, "Wait, I'll scratch my arse and tell you."
Ugly word. What you saying? To the hut. You'll stand in a corner. I'll make sure you do. You. Be gone. Be gone.
She seems a little bit out of it. So we've heard about Johnny. Nothing with crones or witches. She's got a bandage on her hand. Mentioned daughters and having daughters and a sister. So wait a second. Do the kids live in here? They all live with her. We got something there. Wolf hide. Lunar shards. Journey to the end of the world. Notes on the bed, but nothing we can care about. Okay. Seems like it'd be like a barn or a granary or something, maybe. No windows. Okay, so we have Jenny,
A fighter!
Yagna, Michaela, Ainara.
What's a stranger doing here?
So they talk about kids taking the walk to the end of the trail of treats, and then at the end they get fed. And so far it seems true. Travik.
Can't come in here. Not allowed in here.
I just want to talk to the boy.
Not allowed. It's not allowed.
He won't talk to you anyway. Gran don't like you. And Johnny's made up. And strangers steal kids.
Just tell me where I can find Johnny.
Johnny's made up.
Be gone. Be gone.
Okay. They don't, yeah, so here's where the kids sleep.
Why don't you want to talk about Johnny? One of you knows about him. The others must too.
It's just him who's pals with Johnny. They pick mushrooms and hunt snails. But Gran says Johnny's made up.
Have any of you ever seen Johnny?
Of course. Looks just like him.
Then why do you say he's made up?
Gran says so. And Gran knows lots.
Does your Gran treat you right? She ever hurt you?
Never.
When we're bad, she cries.
She's scared. Says strangers might take us. And we'll disappear.
The boy who plays with Johnny, he must be brave.
Not brave, just stupid. Sat his bare bum on an anthill once. But yeah, he plays with Johnny. He don't listen to Gran and goes in the woods, and then he's got to have a time out. And eats snails. Yuck.
The girl I mentioned is in danger. You gotta help me get your Gran away from the hut so I can talk to Johnny's friend.
All right, but you've got to do something for us too. Play hide and seek. Gran never does. Says her feet hurt.
Fine.
Let's play. You hide, but if I find you, you have to help me talk to the boy who knows Johnny.
He thinks he'll find us easy.
Means he's never hid from the black ones.
No looking, and you have to count out loud. All your fingers, toes too.
1, 2, 3, 18, 19, 20. Ready or not, here I come.
Oh, he's not very good at hiding. Okay. It's weird that we are so into finding Johnny. Like, why did he latch on that? That is blood. Bloody handprints. So something's weird here. Oh. Found some footprints of the guy we saw running away, and up on the roof. Is the door open now? Up on the roof. Go all the way over.
There you are.
Funny. Footprints heading this way. Okay.
Found you. You can stop hiding.
Found me.
Okay, 2 more kids. There we go. Okay, inside.
I can see you.
How'd you find me?
You just sat in the middle of a room. Okay. Now, check the perimeter. Oh, and out the window. That's nice. Ah.
No one left hiding.
You're a wizard, right? Gonna show us some tricks when we get to the cottage.
No, we'll talk about your promise. Found you all. Now you gotta keep your word and help me talk to Johnny's friend.
Why wouldn't we? Promised, didn't we? Gran! Gran! Bumblebee bit Yagner in the arse! Gran! Come!
This is an elaborate plot for,
Don't be afraid.
Don't know nothing.
I won't hurt you.
Where's Gran?
She's busy. Why are you scared to talk?
I'm not scared of nothing.
You're all scared of something. Would have told me about Johnny otherwise.
I'm worried about Johnny. He don't come round no more. Once, when we was mushroom picking, I saw his burrow, but Gran yelled at me, said not to talk to strangers, 'cause then kids go missing. She worries about Johnny too, though she says he's made up.
Where are you and your friend's parents?
Dad, some starved, others were killed, like mine. One day, I went out at dawn to look for berries in the woods. Still some around back then. When I was coming home, I heard the yells, then laughing. Went up and hid in the bushes near the woods. My mum yelled, and the soldiers laughed. Laid my pa down by the barn door. His head clean off. And then my mum...
It's all right. That's enough. I just want to talk to Johnny. He could know more than you.
Not gonna hurt him, right? 'Cause he's real. He's not made up.
I'm not gonna hurt him.
Johnny used to be boy, 'cause Gran liked listening to his songs. When we was picking mushrooms, Johnny said he saw a girl with ashen hair in the swamp.
Where can I find Johnny?
There is a little meadow on the edge of the swamp. This strange tree grows there. Look around. You'll see him.
Thank you.
Okay. Just checking my vitality. 4,870.
What are you on about? Who said arse? Eh? Ugly word, ugly. Don't try, Yagna.
Yagna's a stupid pig.
Name calling's not allowed.
Okay. So you have some drowners. Oh, and a hag.
If Johnny's real, he must leave prints. Small footprint. Johnny's been through here.
Yeah, so now our inventory vitality is 50,020.
Tracks lead to a burrow. Wonder what's inside.
Oh. So there's a... Is that a lean-to, or is that a... Is that the strange tree they were talking about? Okay. Where are we in the world? Okay.
Johnny? Don't be afraid. You're a Bucka? A Luton? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything, from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not? You know the kids from the clearing well? Don't be afraid. Not gonna hurt anyone. What's wrong? Can't talk? Why? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow? Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
Bestiary. Godlings. Okay.
Damn it.
Where did my weapons go? There we go. So every once in a while he just won't draw his weapon.
Stay close to me.
Gotta avoid the bees. Still have 14 on our oil.
This the place? Let me look around. Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back? Guess I gotta make this climb.
Okay. Oh, I hear something. Okay, real quick, let's... It wouldn't be a necrophage. A relic. Not long ago, the areas around peasant hamlets were chock full of guardian spirits. Today, it's nigh unto impossible to spot a brownie, bucka, or luton. In godlings, they are always the first to go. Such is the price we pay for civilization's forward march. Godlings, sometimes mistaken for luton, are woodland creatures dwelling in burrows and moss-covered hollow stumps on the outskirts of human settlements. They are similar to children in behavior and appearance, and, like children, delight in mischief. Godlings are deeply rooted in their home territory and perform acts of care and guardianship to those dwelling near their burrows. They watch over people as well as animals, but, shy creatures by nature, they try to do so while remaining unseen. Godlings are drawn to joy and innocence, and so delight in the company of children, and usually show themselves to the young. Only show themselves to the young. These hardworking, clever creatures gladly perform small services for those in their care, asking only for respect and payment in the form of food or cast-off tools in return. They are easily offended by churlish, ungrateful, or simply rude behavior. Godlings also treasure their peace and quiet. When the village a godling watches over becomes too populous, or its inhabitants forgets the old ways, it will abandon its burrow for good and walk off to destinations unknown. And we've learned about Johnny. When the children in the swamp clearing first told Geralt about Johnny, the Witcher had every reason to suppose no such person actually existed. It was difficult to imagine anyone living in such inhospitable surroundings without quickly becoming the food for drowners or water hags. Geralt thus suspected Johnny was the figment of children's imaginations, an imaginary friend for lonely orphans. Long years of experience, however, told him not to ignore any possible lead, so he decided to search the nearby swampland for additional signs of Johnny. It turns out the orphans were not lying. Johnny really did exist. He was not a child, but a godling, one of the rare breed of creatures that can be found scattered about the continent's wilderness. Unfortunately, Johnny had lost his voice in circumstances he obviously could not explain, and so neither could he provide much in the way of answers to Geralt's questions. And we're looking at Anna Stringer. So that's a weird picture. Geralt did, however, receive a description of the missing woman, and was comely 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. But that doesn't look like a black-haired woman. Okay. And can we climb? Not there. There's... Oh, looks like there is a path. So, saw it on the mini-map, and then it was pretty obvious when you turn around. Are we dealing with harpies again? Lesser blue mutagen. Harpy eggs, harpy talon. Still not finding red mutagen, which is what I want. Sealed bottle.
Maybe he meant this bottle.
Raven feathers. Something's big is stomping around. We already been in here? Nope. Ah! Not stomping, it's flying.
Here.
Whiskey! Slither! Ringworm! Rubbish! Bumblebee! Flabbergasted! Ha! The sound of it! Peter Piper picked Prince Proximo a pack of pickled peppers by the Pontar.
Done celebrating?
My favorite words! Life without savoring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me.
Would you turn this beautiful act of altruism into a banal bartering of favors?
Yes.
How do you lock someone's voice in a bottle? Just wondering.
As am I, especially as mine's a voice to crown all voices. Sometimes it's like a forest brook, at others like a roll of thunder. And let's be honest, I talk enough to fill 3 barrels or more.
Somebody used some powerful magic on you, as a prank or just to be mean. How'd you lose your voice?
One morning I awoke and opened my mouth for my usual bout of singing with the thrushes. Lo and behold, no sound escaped. I tried and tried, almost burst a blood vessel. Then I went to the village, because word has it the new cunning woman works miracles. But people began crying out, "A smudger! A smudger!" and sick their dogs on me. Do I look like a smudger to you?
Not a bit.
Well, I thought not. So it must be the crone's doing. Who else would curse me? Blackbird friend of mine located my voice, but I was helpless to retrieve it.
Couldn't ask a raven friend to just give you the bottle?
Ravens serve the crones. They don't help no one.
So whenever we have a yellow prompt, it'll take us on to the next thing. So sometimes I read the side stuff, and sometimes I don't. Depends on.
I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's huts. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
I've been to the village in the swamp. Met a woman who might have been a crone.
Did she seem confused to you?
Nuts. Completely.
So I'm not crazy. That's no crone. That's the granny who takes care of the orphans. Claims the kids made me up. Me!
An orphanage in a swamp?
What do you have against swamps? Lived here my whole life, and I heartily recommend it.
What do you know about the crones?
They're as old as this forest. Cruel, vindictive, not to be crossed.
What if someone does cross them?
Might take his voice, might take his life. Depends on their whim. They're nasty, although they care for this land and its folk in their own way. Supposedly they always keep their word, but you must be careful what you ask for. Won't find them until they want to be found. See them until they want to be seen. But remember, they see and hear all that happens in the mire.
She ran off toward the orphanage. Kids could know something, or the old woman who takes care of them.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me and I'm no bore. Come with me.
Are we gonna have to fight this wyvern? Can we fight the wyvern?
Watch out!
Okay, let's go ahead and put on our necrophage oil. It's the red one.
Damn, you're ugly.
I want to clear out. It probably would have been tough if we were here at 6. But
Good.
so
It's clear. Not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her. Little Johnny softly gazing, fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I've a tale."
You got your voice back.
I did, though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
what do you care about
The woman I
swearing?
asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Jenny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me.
Is that the crone's house?
Johnny's a good lad, though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies. Ladies lovely, with power o'er all, beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
I think that's missing
Someone
voice track.
speaking through you?
Maybe a bug. So we have 3 women and then I over. I think there was a story about 3 women and led by their mother, and they end up killing their mother. We'll have to look and see if that's in our history. I don't care about what
I'm
they look
looking
like.
for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Ooh, he's impatient. Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
The young woman. She's my daughter by choice. I raised her.
If she's shapely, what does it matter? Oh, I think
Matters
we're seeing
to
which
me.
bubbling like a well-fed yeast.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts? Oh, hard times are upon us. White-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before. Shame we're not getting voice. This could be good, see. A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The Elderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. So, dark power.
And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
So I think that's what we should have been hearing the whole
Dagger?
time.
What for?
When the Elderman sees this dagger, he'll know we sent you. He'll aid with all. Fine.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman. Give the young man the dagger. Is that the dagger? And you, white one, return only once you completed the task. Fine.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger. The dagger. For you. Lady told me to give it you. Here it is. The dagger.
Okay, that's not the dagger from the picture.
Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear. Stone shear. Stone nose. Stone ears.
Okay. Well, we're not gonna steal from them just yet. There's a basement. We're gonna go check out the basement. Okay, we can come down here and loot things when... So I'm gonna real quick check our inventory. Potions. Increase until he meditates or fast travel, so we're not gonna fast travel. And Pirates Notes, Paladin Hymns. Folks say there were four at first: the mother, she who knows, and the lady of the wood. came here from faraway lands, and she suffered terribly from loneliness. She made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. A long time ago, the mother was the sole ruler of all Velen. Her daughters brought her people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animal, and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on her special night. Yet as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for the beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land near destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop Ard Serbin. From then on, the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so sisters imprisoned it. To this day, it lies trapped beneath Whispering Hillock, where it thrashes about in powerless rage. So, I mean, that's also talking about mothers and daughters, but it's one of those things. It's so vague. It could be these people, or it could be something completely different. There we go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Run, Roach. Whoa! If I ever have a son, I'll name him Garrett.
Okay, the Alderman.
Nice village.
Aye,
A real pearl of the swamps.
if you say so.
You get by all right?
Aye, winter to winter. Somehow we survive.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
I don't belong to anyone.
Don't belong to anyone. Down to business. I want to get this done quickly.
Ah, so that's how it's to be.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock, they lie. Unburied all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeard to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
When did all this start?
3 year back. I remember 'twas a warm day. Went to check the snares for game. Pulled a hare from me trap. It grew dark all of a sudden, though it was nigh on noontime. Thought it was a storm at first. A squeal pierced the air, near burst me ears. The hare rotted in me hands, and the leaves shriveled and yellowed, though it were yet the start of summer. Times have been ill ever since. Folks' teeth turn black as charcoal. Women folk fight like polecats, bawling and brawling over nothing. The young'uns, born crippled, lame, fear and cursing. Long have we pled for the lady's help.
Need more details.
You must see for yourself. Me grand's mum whacked me crosswise for straying near the Whispering Hillock. But what happens there now's a wonder. A few times folk from round here gathered to chop down the trees and burn the cursed soil back to use. None returned. The ground neath the weeds is white with human bones.
Ladies of the Wood don't know what this power is.
They know all. Old Thekla claimed they'd be punishing us. Folk stopped respecting them. Some even call them witches. But must not be they, for they sent you.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't ye treat this evil light.
Down sits an old oak tree.
Move it!
So it sounds like this might be the mother coming back, or something that possessed the mother. Because it said she was good, but then the
Slower.
we're not gonna fight these guys. So ruined tower.
Come on, Roach. That's it, Roach. Whoa!
Yeah, I saw a box. Ursine Steel Sword Superior. Nice. I gotta wonder if that stuff is randomized or not. Like, if I never came here, would I never find that sword? And if so, what have I missed? So those are some unequal rewards there. A sword we need, a diagram we need to progress our equipment, or a butter knife.
Hey-ya.
And that wasn't even a point of interest. So it was just kind of there.
Giddy up.
Okay, Whispering Hillock. Let's go ahead and save, because who knows what could go wrong. And let's... Find ways to killing villagers from Downwarren. Come on, no, come no closer. So let's go ahead and actually reload. See if that fixes the audio issue.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher
Unfortunately,
about a
this is not
masked
skippable.
mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Okay, be gone, come no closer. I know whence you came. Sounds like a wolf. Sorry, I'm gonna reread that book. Okay, her blood watered the oak atop the Ard Serben. From then on, the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As for the lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day, it lies trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes in powerless rage. So it seems like this is a bad thing. Definitely looks evil. As far as trees go. Find a passage leading under the hill using Witcher distance. So there's probably an opening over there. But it's saying to look in this area. Okay, we got one more wolf over here, probably. Okay, we have a fast travel.
A voice from within the tree.
Let's go check over here. Werewolf. So I believe those are cursed. Oh. Back, turn back, turn back, turn back.
Show
Warp.
yourself. I want to talk.
Mutagen. So I killed a werewolf. Gone, be gone, be gone. Oh, there's a stone of power.
Magic. A place of power.
Igni. Okay, I wonder if that's a hint. We're fighting a tree and they buffed our fire ability. It is very loud in here. Nope. Enhanced moon dust. I believe is a bomb. Another chest. Some pure insect oil, that's nice. Did I just get two of the exact same thing? Real quick. Okay, we need a heart and hydrogenum. Okay, that looks like an arena. Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish? Who are you? I abandoned my circle, where I'd kept the balance. The crones killed me and cursed my ghost. Not mention, I wander eternally through a maze of boughs, helplessly sliding or rustling leaves. What do you know about the crones?
The crones pretty well.
They are Velen's curse. They hear all through severed ears. They weave hair and twist lives. They take their strength from a broth of human flesh. Why did they kill you?
Why did they kill you?
The crones want this land. They ruled the wood alone. I stood in the way. I had to die.
I was attacked.
This is my prison, a fortress besieged. Murders I await, and forest protects me.
Murderers?
Murderous sisters killed my body, and my soul they hunt, for I defy them.
claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wander endlessly, a labyrinth of leaves. The children. I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
Why do you think the kids from the meadow are in danger?
The sisters took them. They shall not return.
Where'd they take them? I can help.
It is already done. It is done already. It cannot be undone. There are no roads to Ard Serbin. They shall all die. Let them be saved. The crones, what do you know about them?
The crones. What do you know about them?
The sisters are older than the oldest trees. Velen is their realm. All life here serves them. The sisters live concealed. You will not find them. They hear all. You cannot hide. So the book says that she went crazy and started drawing people out to kill them. And then that the daughters, killed them to take over. But who wrote the book? What does it say? She says she can save them, but I'm not sure I believe her. What happens if we say we gotta think this over?
Decide just yet.
You must come back. Free me, I beg you. Beware my sentries. They stand guard still. Find out what's killing villagers from the Downwarren. Character entry added: the ghost in the trees. Let's definitely read that. The Whispering Hillock. If the world were not as it is, but as it should be, this name would denote a place of hidden nooks and lovers sharing heartfelt lies in hushed voices. Instead, it stood for danger and terror, for a place where wild animals, driven by some mysterious power, had killed many inhabitants of Downwarren. Geralt agreed to investigate the problem and soon discovered the animals were controlled by a spirit entrapped in a tree growing atop the hill. The spirit spoke to him in a woman's voice and claimed to have once been a druidess who had kept watch over Velen's grove until the crones murdered her and imprisoned her ghost in the tree. The forces of nature she had once served now protect her from the fiendish sisters' further designs. The unfortunate locals had died as collateral damage, for the spirit attested nature's wrath is unrestrainable and distinguishes not between unwary innocents and unwelcome ill-wishers. The spirit begged Geralt to lift the curse and free her from her torment. In exchange, she promised to rescue the orphans from the swamp clearing who would otherwise face a cruel death at the hands of the crones. So, I'm wondering so we have that book about She Who Knows. And I wonder if we're supposed to put those two and two together there. or whether it's like hints for people who are very observant. So if it's hints for people who are observant, then this thing is evil, and the crones are protecting the forest in their own way. Like, they may be evil, but they're still protecting things. That's true.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
So that's what I'm kind of leaning towards, is that we need to kill this thing and then deal with the crones. Because the crones can be evil, but that doesn't mean that this thing is good.
Even the women weren't spared.
And saying that the force the nature that it controls doesn't discriminate, that it'll kill the good and the bad. Like, we can't just let that run around. Even if it's trying to be good. It just kills everybody indiscriminately. Okay. Oh, look at that. Guarded treasure. Okay, that's definitely an Elementa. Monty. So I've killed things that are that high before. The thing is, if it hits us, it's going to do a ton of damage. But if we can avoid being hit, we'll be able to take it out. Yeah, let's not risk it. Okay. Ancient oak, okay. We'll follow this road back. So I think I've talked myself into thinking that the tree is evil. Needs to be killed. That the crones may be telling the truth, and the crones may
Looks like rain.
the crones may take out the children.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
If that's true, then the crones are evil as well. Okay. It's like I'm on the backside of what they want us to be experiencing. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's talk to this thing.
I'm back.
I've been waiting. You returned. Your decision? Help, help, help. I long to be free once more. That's probably true. Well, I don't believe you. Oh, oh no, no, no.
You, Spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
There was one more thing. Dare harm me. Okay. No, no. Diamond dust. Okay. Now we just need hydrogenum. Okay, missing a couple of things. Nostrix, ergot seeds, and white gold. Okay.
Magic. A place of power.
Yeah. Talk to the Elderman.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. Where's something lurking there?
Not sure what was lurking there, but it lurks no more.
What did you do, Witcher?
Some being had come to possess the tree's heart. I destroyed the heart and its inhabitant.
So it were a ghost. Will it be back?
No. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon.
What is it gonna cut? Cut off his ear. They wanted his ear. 'Cause that's how they hear things. Well, that's disgusting.
There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
What the hell was that?
'Tis our pact. You're a stranger. You don't know life here. It's honest pay for their protection.
So, all those ears in the woods.
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving, and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
That was a fast trip. Oh, he gave us an ear and hunting boots. Okay, there we go. Here are the crones. Sheath your weapon, young man. He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here. You were to bring it, not ogle it. So that's a burning symbol in her hand. And she's got another necklace. Another ear bead on her necklace.
Never seek to cross us again.
We shall forgive you the transgression, for you've done well. Your children are plump as piglets, sweet as caramel. But now we must talk to our white-haired friend.
I know that mark. This is Anna, the wife of the Baron of Crow's Perch.
She belongs to no man.
Fruit ripened in her womb, a fruit sprouted from seed sown by a man she detested. We helped her. She agreed to serve. She bears the mark. She is ours. Come, it is another woman who interests you. Speak, white-haired one.
You used me to tame the Whispering Hillock. A lot of work.
Naught's free, brave soul. Did you destroy the Eel Power? Have you brought peace to our domain?
Yes.
So fortunate to have so brave a knight, so able. I want to know a little bit more about the spirit. We know it's a mother. Let's go. Let's ask about that.
Whose spirit was trapped
I think
in the
last time I
tree?
asked about the kids. That one who once cheated death. That one who once cheated death. But she couldn't deceive you, brave knight. You've rid the world of a great evil. But that's true, but still.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
I think they're going to eat the kids, though. A word once given, we never break. The girl, mousy blonde, that's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could. Like she was our own daughter. Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl. Good for her. Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
The young woman I seek never hurt anyone without cause.
You've not seen her long. She's changed for the worse.
Why'd she attack you?
She's no longer the girl you once knew. Wrath consumes her.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone special was to arrive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens. We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a puddle. So is this, she came from the lower swamp.
We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood, the sown seed that will burst into flame. Not liking that. She fell into our hands. Elder blood. The blood of traitorous. They're licking her blood. Does she sleep like a lamb? Come, sisters, no point in dawdling. The table's set, the cauldron bubbles. We cannot. You know she is meant for him. Emerlith will get her. He will, but not whole. Well said. We'll just have a sample. So they're going to try to eat her, and I'll take her feet. Lovely. Plump. Perfect for a broth. Ooh, I can taste it already. Very well. Get on with it. So they tried to eat Ciri. And they're working with, I guess, the leader of the Wild Hunt. Oh, you'll regret that, girl. Regret it dearly. I think that might be, then she ran, oh, hey. Then maybe into the forest. Then to the bloody Baron. Oh, hi. Okay, so she re-healed, it's like we're missing music and Like we're missing whole tracks. Okay. The Wild Hunt. Sometime later. Tripped.
You tried to kill her. Tried to butcher her like an animal and eat her.
Her blood, the taste brought back memories of our youth. Elder blood, extraordinary girl, but you know that. Such a shame she fled.
She escaped you, but I'll find her. We'll come back here together and kill you.
You'll return, you shall. Our fates are bound. And one will die, but it shan't be one of us.
Now you shall chase shadows and wander amidst fog. Each time you see her, she will be a mirage. And if you find her, if the girl will die.
Be seeing you.
Handsome knight. He. See you very soon. Okay. Okay, character entry added. Okay. Okay, so we have the three ladies have names, but it's Imlerith. Imlerith, a general of the Wild Hunt and a frequent guest in Geralt's nightmares. He had been chasing Ciri for quite some time, striving to deliver her to his ruler, Eredin. Okay, so this is not the ruler, this is just one of his generals. This powerful and brutal warrior had fought in countless battles and campaigns for conquest waged by the Aenel. In other worlds, he prized physical confrontation above all else, seeking out direct, bloody skirmishes where opponents put their strength, agility, and training against each other in a contest to the death. Okay, so the Whisperous. The Crones of Velen were not just old, they were literally ancient, having been around since the reign of the first human kings and possibly ever since the coming of the elves. Of the three ghastly sisters, the Whisperous was most ancient, or at least so claimed the swamp dwellers. Whispered legends. Whispered, for if they spoke too loud, the groan would hear it. For she demanded tribute in the form of human ears, which she hung from trees, and through which, using primeval magic, she heard all that happened in the swamp. The Weavis. Though the youngest of the three crones, the Weavis was not one jot less ugly or evil than her older sisters. It was she who wove their magic tapestries of human hair, gathered as tribute from the young children of nearby villages during their cutting ceremonies. These tapestries were how the worshippers of the Ladies of the Wood made contact with and paid homage to their deities. The Brewis. The girl known as Brewis was the middle of the three demonic sisters in terms of age, but the first in terms of size. Brewis was said to be a master concoctor of magical mixtures, and in more ghastly legends, she was said to know over a dozen recipes for human soup. Anna Stringer. Geralt did not meet Anna Stringer, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances, along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman, and it was comely with 40-something woman with green eyes, dark hair as raven wings, which she kept in a tight bun behind her head. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant, but lost her child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. When Geralt pushed the Baron about the matter, the ugly truth finally came out. Desperate and miserable, Anna had fled, taking Tamara with her after a drunken husband beat her badly. The Baron was convinced Anna had miscarried because of his actions. But Geralt was not so certain about this. He couldn't stop thinking about the strange talisman meant to ward off evil power Anna had received from the Pellar. The situation grew even more entangled when Geralt discovered that after fleeing Crow's Perch, Anna had been taken captive by some gigantic beast who carried her off into the darkness. As if that weren't horror enough, eyewitness testimony claimed her hands had burned with strange glowing symbols shortly before this. Perhaps this was precisely what the talisman Anna had received from the Pellar had meant to guard against. Tamara only deepened Geralt's sad understanding of her mother's situation. The woman had decided to flee together because they had enough of the Baron's drunken rages and beatings. Anna hated her husband so much that she was ready to do anything in order to be free of the man and the child he had put inside of her. Geralt put the facts together and realized that the old woman in the swamp was, in fact, Anna, the Baron's missing wife. He also learned that the signs on her hands were symbols of the pact she had made with the crones in order to get rid of her unwanted child. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curse afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the crone's doing, and had turned to the ghastly sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, with a curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Pellar, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic's influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenseless against the crone's magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palm began to burn, and that fiend dragged her into the heart of the Crookback Bog, where she paid back her debt as the crone's slave. Okay. Who is Annabelle? Oh. Yeah. So let's see if we can talk to the old woman. Which is not quite the devil as you thought, not even with a vampire. Fifth Essence. Bison Grass. Okay. Up there, not there. And she's gone.
Move it.
Okay, time to head back to the Bloody Baron. So, if we can free Anna, I think we should try to do that. I mean, I don't want her back with the Baron, but it's better than working for these monsters. And if the monsters ate the kids, which I think they would have admitted to if we'd asked them about that.
That's it, Roach.
I have to wonder how things would have gone different if we had freed the thing underneath the tree.
Go.
So may end up having to look that up and see how things are progressed the other way, and see if there was actually a good decision or not. So we're getting no music. I wonder if there's just bugged audio tracks. Okay, it's a deer. Actually, we can fast travel now. How far are we? Oh, we're not that far. But if we do find...
Be the witch, freak of nature.
Whoa there, Roach.
Things from my nose.
What? Another one? Be gone. You witches are trouble. Village has suffered.
It'd be nice if there was a place inside there, but we could try fast travel too, because we go here so often. When the time of the white frost comes, do not eat the yellow snow. That's
What's that you're muttering?
good advice no matter who you are. We need to meditate. Oop. This crazy guy comes into town and starts shooting at the ground. Okay.
You're lifeless. Move it.
That now gives us our decoctions back. So I think this time we're gonna go with one of the ones that ups our vitality, and one of the ones that restores our vitality over time. That way we have our vitality just gets bigger and bigger, and stays topped up.
Sir, why we're up to our noses in frights and horrors, imps, Samovillas, mamoons, flying drakes, pikes,
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Okay, into the...
Little prick.
Let's go ahead and save. So let's talk about the daughter first. Oop.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Gave it her the doll.
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted. She threw the doll away.
Threw it away? Oh, gods, I hoped, despite all... Oh. Well, what of Anna?
Yeah, this gets worse.
I found her.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core?
Yep.
A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Not alone, but enough. Yeah.
Actually, that's exactly what I think.
The world might seem black and white to you witches, but for us common folk, it's shades of grey. As is my family's story.
So you should have told us the truth right
Probably
away.
gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Yeah, that's not something a good person does.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname. Makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit. Hysteria. Threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologised. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Yeah, I think when she left, he should have let her go.
Got only yourself to blame, I think. Leaving her to fend for herself.
How was I not to? I was a soldier. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
Ah, sod it all. I see all my prattlings for naught. You won't bring Anna home, I know that. Will you betray to me how she landed in that bloody swamp?
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Yeah.
Do what you will, but leave me out of this. You ask me, wading through the swamp to mess with the crones, just plain stupid.
What would
That's
you
what I
have
did.
me do? Sit on my ass and wait for her return? I'll send men, go with them myself, and we will pull her out.
I've warned you. What you do, that's your business. We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
The trees! Hide in the trees!
So she doesn't have... I'm bleeding. So we're still missing sound. So I may need to reboot or restart the game. We'll do that after this quest is over, though. Took him away and then he died. Get to the top of the tower and rescue the Baron. Oh, we just about died.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Okay, the abandoned tower. And getting our life back really quick. Is she better at climbing than Geralt is? Or is there something here that wasn't there before? Okay. So this wasn't here before because we could ride through. Okay. So this would look like I'm coming.
Well, come on!
Hit it with a brick.
Bring it on, Whoreson! Come here!
Oh, she teleported up there? Awesome. And Snicker snack. Very cool. Careful with that. That was weird. Ah.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Should have just gone and talked to Triss. Didn't need to do all this stuff down here.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Do we help free Anna? Or do we go after Ciri? I don't know, I don't think Anna should stick around in the bog, but she shouldn't be back here with this dude. But if we go back, we will attack the
Extra coin never hurt.
Kill the
True indeed.
crones. So
I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
whoa.
There you are. Escaped again.
Where was he keeping that thing?
Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him
What am in a game of cards? Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good...
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smart-ass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once, to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoreson blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Destination Skellige. Find a boat headed to Skellige.
All evil's the elves doing. Heller said the bloodsucker crawled from an elf.
Weird that it says go to Skellige instead of Novigrad. Return to Cookback Bog. Finds here in Novigrad. Destination Skellige. So Skellige is still a little high. Let's go ahead and visit. Or do we finish off the crones? Let's go ahead and do this. This kind of finishes off everything here in Velen. Or the things we care about.
What if it's tripe? Ain't worth bothering with.
Where's that Uma though? Where were they keeping Uma? Okay, well, let's go ahead and end this video here. I'll go ahead and reset my PlayStation, see if that had anything to do with anything. And next time we will try to finish off the crones, maybe kill them, and then we will head to Novigrad and meet up with Triss Merigold. So join me back for then. Thanks.